Vanessa and I recently went to a new studio for us, and there was this guy in class. Vanessa, tell us about this guy.
He was wearing a cowboy hat.
Listen, no shame. You wear whatever you want to wear to yoga. Do you have hats in your classes? I have a couple regulars who wear baseball hats, but I've never seen a cowboy hat.
I've seen a baseball hat. I've seen a beanie situation if they're real cold and wanting to sweat out. But this was a bold
This
choice.
was like cowboy.
Yeah, yeehaw.
Like cowboy hat.
Teacher was like, okay, cowboy, I feel like you should have some chaps, but let's do this. Otherwise, just normal yoga attire.
He was shirtless, right?
Shirtless, shorts, cowboy hat.
Very hot class, by the way.
Super sweaty.
This was a hot, sweaty class. But the interesting thing, we talked about it a little bit. And after a while, aside from when the teacher would refer to him as cowboy, I stopped noticing the cowboy hat.
I didn't even look up at him anymore.
He was way at the front of the room. I did see him with cowboy hat in dancer pose.
He had it, it was on.
He had it on his head for dancer pose.
And I heard the teacher say at one point, lean back so much that maybe that cowboy hat falls off.
Okay, so it was on his head for at least part of the practice.
Yeah.
If the teacher was still cueing him,
Yeah.
and I noticed it in dancer pose. But we decided, okay, well, this would be an interesting experiment. So we're gonna test this today.
Yeah.
The cowboy hat.
We're going to wear cowboy hats.
We're gonna give it a try.
We're going to do some yoga.
Out of pure admiration, because I can't quite envision how this would feel. Even the thought of a beanie stresses me out. Would you even do a beanie?
No, too hot. And a baseball hat, like peripheral vision. Like, so again, full brimmed hat. And by the way, I did not lead with this when I told my boyfriend, I went to a yoga class. And then I said, oh, and there was a guy with a cowboy hat. And he was like, how did you not start with that? That's the first thing you need to say.
That's the best part of the story.
Someone was wearing a cowboy hat.
So we're gonna do a cowboy hat experiment today. Do you know what I'm just realizing at this exact moment?
What?
This is my hair. I'm gonna have to move my hair. This is not
Yeah,
gonna work.
that's not cowboy hat hair. So first of all, we're going to do...
You came prepared with a low bun. Okay, so I'm gonna have to take my hair out. We'll fix this. It's fine. Here, stay there.
Hop on the saddle.
Okay.
The yoga saddle. Cowboy hat adjacent, I should say.
And by the way, see, this isn't gonna work with the hair. I'll fix this. But
Okay.
this is my girlfriend's cowboy hat. I had to borrow a cowboy hat because I don't own one. It's like beautiful. So we're making do with borrowed and a cowboy hat adjacent.
I'm already like stressed how I'm gonna move in this.
Okay, so wardrobe adjustment. I'm gonna fix my hair, and then we're gonna try this.
Then we're gonna hop on the horse.
We're gonna yoga. Again, pure respect. If you came to my class in a cowboy hat, you would be more than welcome.
We would tip our metaphorical hats to you if you did. So please.
But I'm curious how this is gonna go.
I gotta know.
Okay, let's try
Let's do it. This might be the start of like a new business venture. There's goat yoga, there's cowboy yoga, there's cowboy hat yoga. Yeah.
Do we curtsy? How do we do this?
Yeah, we can do all the things. We can. Okay. Okay, well, mountain pose in a cowboy hat. That seems.
Ta-da! Okay,
Good.
check, done. Got it.
Got it. Mountain.
I feel like we should start with Sene.
Sunny?
Sene.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know about this.
Reach up. Oh, you're gonna reach a little
Okay.
wider with your cowboy hat. There we go. Forward fold. Okay. This feels precarious.
Okay.
Halfway to
Is yours
lift.
still?
It's on.
Yours is on. Okay. Struggling.
Plant your palms. Step back. Okay.
Okay, I'm back in it.
Okay, yeehaw. Lower. Halfway. Oh, tip of the hat goes towards. Okay, up dog.
Okay, here we go. This
Down
is the moment.
dog.
Okay.
Okay.
If I
It's-
look forward a little bit, I can hang on to it.
Mine's, yeah, it's staying, but it's a little loose. All
I got it. Quick.
Okay, look. Gets in the top.
Okay.
Ooh, half lift. Forward fold.
Oh,
Okay.
got it.
Stand up. Grab your hat. Get your life together. Reset.
Maybe his was like a super custom hat that doesn't fall off his head.
Yeah, we also didn't do a lot of Sundays.
That's true. This class did not have a lot of flowing.
It didn't.
It did not have a lot of Sundays.
He seemed like he'd been there before, so maybe he was like, "This class is hat ready." But we'll continue. Should we try dancer?
Dance. Well, because he did dancer.
Yeah, I think we
surely need to try dancer. Okay.
Okay.
Stand on what leg? Stand on your right leg.
Okay.
Okay. Left foot. Ready?
Oh. Reach up. Oh, see the hat with the arm.
The brim.
The brim is like.
Okay, toe forward, toe forward. I don't know. I feel kind of cool.
Me too. I feel like, yeah,
I feel kind of cool.
I like it.
Aside from then when you back out of it and your arm's like,
And then shoop. Here. But
Okay.
yeah.
Dancer gets a check. Dancer gets approval.
Yeah.
It felt pretty good.
Felt good. I mean, let's try a warrior one.
Yes.
Let's step the right foot back or whatever. It doesn't matter. Okay. So again,
It's this business.
it's the arms to the brim. So I mean, you're more of a cactus, which kind of makes sense. A cowboy theme, cactus arms. That's what you got to do. Then he had us lean back, and this is where he said, lean back, cowboy hat.
See, this feels better. I don't feel like it's going anywhere.
Mine feels a little on the edge, but okay. What happens if we humble? How's your hat?
Hang on for dear life.
Hang on for
dear life. Here it goes.
Okay, I'm gonna just get my head back in the hat. See, this is the challenge.
Oh.
Okay.
Wait, mine went too far.
Okay.
Let's see. Here we go. Ready? Can we pick it up?
Yep. No way. Ooh, she's close.
Did you do it?
She's close. No, I'm not remotely close. Okay.
Not happening.
Okay, so humble warrior, you are humbled with a cowboy hat.
Humbled with the cowboy hat. That's not going to work.
No.
Okay.
All right, what else? Let's get to the top. I'm going to do like a flying monkey.
Flying monkey.
Or a whatever monkey dip, flying monkey you cue us through.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. Straighten your right leg. Bend your left toes on the right leg up. Reach to or towards your right toes. Left arm to the ceiling. This one feels good.
This feels good and feels like it looks good.
It feels appropriate.
Yeah, this feels like
it feels appropriate.
My lady. Hello. Welcome.
I don't know. Something about it feels rodeo.
Feels a little
Something
more.
Something about a good, like, nice Skandasana bend feels a little rodeo.
Yep.
Yee-ha.
Okay. So cowboy hat approved.
Half moon. We did half moon in that class.
We definitely
with some weird stuff.
Yeah, it got confusing.
Okay, let's do left foot down.
Yeah.
So we even ourselves out. Okay, ready?
Okay. Balancing half
All right,
moon.
balancing half moon. Here you go. Left limb's down, right limb's up.
Okay.
This one's fine.
This is working.
Actually, you look pretty cute from
back.
Yeah.
See, and now you could be like, to the people, and then put it back on.
You could tip your hat.
You could tip. You add a little flair. Okay.
My lady.
Yep.
I'm impressed.
Yeah. Okay.
I like it.
I mean, a good old-fashioned forward fold is like where.
This is where you're gonna lose it.
Bye-bye.
There's just no way around it.
No.
I find it hard to believe that even with a perfectly custom-sized hat, that you could do
any kind of forward fold, prosarita, anything.
Yeah. Like floors, we were also, I feel like we did bridge and wheel.
Yeah.
Your hat is nice. I don't want to hurt your hat.
I'm
but
not-
my hat is a $10 Target hat. So this hat can
My hat is borrowed from a real live
experiment.
friend. So I'm not going to crunch her hat in bridge,
just-
but give it a try.
Yeah.
Nope.
I
Lost
mean,
it already.
here, let's face the camera, but you come down and the hat is like, nope.
Yeah, not happening.
But you could if you're just like having a moment, and you need like.
You need to cover up in Shavasana.
Yeah, your hat.
That works.
Your room is your hat, like Erin's hair in the office. This is my room.
I'm just going to hide for a
I'm
minute.
just going to hide for a minute.
You use it as a tool to hide.
Okay.
So, I mean, as one would expect, a forward fold, a humble, none of it's going to work.
No, and then arms. Like every
the
time,
arm-
every time you raise your arms.
The sweep of the arms every time makes you go whoop.
Like how's like an eagle? Well, like an eagle situation is okay.
Okay, because it's not in the way.
Yeah, eagle feels like focused. Like my peripheral vision's kind of like not in the picture.
Yeah, it's impeded, right? So you're like, okay. So maybe it helps with the foot. Let's do eagle.
Yeah, there's like a state of mind with the hat I'm starting to learn. I think this guy was like onto something.
Maybe.
Okay. Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Arms, legs. Now, if you humble your eagle, what happens? I'm thinking it's gonna.
I mean, as long as you're not
As long as you.
all
That's true.
the
As long
way.
as you just don't.
It's like
tip.
that moment where you release the crown of your head.
Yeah.
It's like you lose it.
Okay. Well, I think you're gonna get farther in this than you come up. But if we're going towards a flying pigeon,
Oh.
I'm gonna go towards a flying pigeon.
Okay.
She's gonna pigeon.
I feel this is going to make me very aware of what happens with my neck.
That's true.
And
Okay.
flying pigeon. Okay, ready?
Flying pigeon.
I think it's going to be okay.
Yeah,
I think I look far enough forward in
so
arm balance.
this really,
What?
maybe your next arm
What?
balance workshop, you need hats because that helps you think about staying forward.
Right?
Right?
Look
'Cause
forward,
crow
look
pose, same
forward,
thing.
Look forward. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
That was.
And it is. It's the gaze forward instead of the look down.
So there are blocks, as props and straps, and there are hats. I'm just saying.
Now it's a tool. It just
a
brings
tool.
your awareness, right?
Yeah.
To what's happening.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I'm wondering what a belly back bend feels
yeah,
like.
let's do that.
Probably, just because, again, so some studios have you say put your forehead down. That's not going to happen in the hat. But the chin down, okay, well, I just can't see anything. I'm just a
But
little
I mean, even the gaze down is fine for
yeah.
me.
And then if you go into a floor bow, you're just kind of in your own little world with the hat.
It really takes out
You
a
know?
lot of you're not going to see.
There's no looking at anybody else. You're
not going to see what's happening around you. It's okay, focus on your own practice.
okay. Child's pose in a hat.
Okay, here we go.
Let's see.
Maybe not great.
It's not the most fun child's
not.
pose.
It's crunched.
Yeah.
It's crunchy neck.
It's not. Tabletop,
It's crunchy
obviously is fine. A little cat cow, little.
Okay, but how
How cow
how
can
cat
you
can
go?
you go? How cat?
Yeah, if you really cow. Whoop.
Cow's good. Cat, you start to lose control. It's
Cow.
it's the release of the.
Yeah.
But this feels
It's
like
the-
you're
it's
bowing
the
up.
innie-
Watch this. You go to cat. You catch your. This feels very.
And then you.
And then you come back.
So you could make it an active, you reach.
Oh, nice.
And you hold.
Which
out.
almost, were it not, cowboy hat feels a little Michael Jackson, right?
I mean, forearm plank and a cowboy hat, you just feel extra tough.
I'm pretty sure
We definitely.
I could do pincha because I look forward in my pincha.
Well,
The minute I drop my gaze,
let's see.
ooh, I might be overconfident here.
No, I believe in you.
Nope, see, because
It's tipping.
it's tipping. It's there's not enough space. Nope. There's not enough space.
Yeah.
It's not happening. You gonna headstand?
I'm gonna no. I'm even thinking about a pyramid pose or standing head to knee, there. Yep, because of the tuck.
Again, it's the tuck.
It's the tuck.
I wonder if he
Bye-bye.
ever held his hat.
He must have. Maybe he did his revolved like this. See, revolved, it's okay
Because you're again. it's
because
the
you're
gaze.
looking up.
But the minute you.
But once you come back through center, it gets a little loose.
Okay. Anything?
I mean, you look really dramatic just with your.
It looks dramatic.
Yeah.
It's very
Yeah. That's your next yoga album cover. Right.
Don't hold your breath. Okay.
Well,
All right. So experiment, cowboy hat experiment, success.
success.
I do have to say, as expected,
Yeah.
it's gonna fall when you bend over.
I actually felt like I could do more things than I thought in the cowboy hat.
And I actually appreciated it changes your peripheral vision.
Mhm.
It keeps your focus much more right here.
Mm-hmm. And even though reaching up creates this barrier, it also sometimes we see so
It's
much
not the
of
end of the
this,
world,
so it's
yeah.
kind of having to do the wide.
Yeah, it's not the worst.
No.
It's not the worst modification.
No,
it's not
or
the
just
worst,
having a cactus,
It's not the worst variation. to
Yeah.
either cactus or wide arms,
yeah,
but it is a different experience. I mean, Warrior One,
yeah, you're just a little wider.
but okay. Overall success. Are you going to wear your hat to your next class?
I don't know if I've reached that level of enlightenment yet, because I think that's what we know is if you feel good, power to you. Wear whatever you want.
Wear whatever you want. You're welcome to wear the cowboy hat.
Please wear the cowboy hat to our class.
Until next time.
Yeehaw.